Hello, hello, hello. My name is Michelle Wax. I'm so excited you're here. I wanted to share a little bit more about myself and about my philosophy when it comes to the dating world, to the dating experience, to really attracting the right person into your life that you can build an amazing and really fulfilling relationship with. That's why we're here, right? So my story is going way back to high school. I got rejected, right? You can read more about it in my story that I wrote out, but I got rejected by someone who was really close to me, a really good friend, and it just devastated me, right? We all know that rejection just sucks. No one wants to get rejected. And in that moment, I really started to think about, I don't want this to ever happen to me again. And so I got really interested in how I could never be rejected again, right? Which now I know that rejection is protection, that it is redirection to something better. But at the time, age 16, 17, I didn't know that. And so for years and years, until about age 29, I rejected people before they could reject me, right? I never fully, truly opened up to someone. Even when I was in great relationships, I never was fully vulnerable and I had my guard up, right? So in myself being emotionally unavailable, in turn, I ended up attracting that, right? Attracting people who said they wanted something serious, but then would flake out, right? Or ghost. People that I just didn't connect with or we weren't on the same level. And it ended up being this very frustrating and exhausting and lonely experience for quite some time. And all around me, right, I saw my friends getting engaged, right, getting married. And I just thought to myself, where is my person, right? Where is he? And you might be thinking that now, right? Maybe you have put yourself out there, you've gone on dates, you've been on the apps, right? But it doesn't seem to be working, right? Maybe you're attracting the wrong people. Maybe no dates are coming out of your conversations, right? And what I really had to do, I knew I had to make a change. I knew I had to switch up my approach, which is likely why you're here watching this, right? You know there has to be some mix up, some approach mix up as to what you're currently doing, right? Because that person is out there, right? You know you're amazing, right? You might not be perfect, no one is, but you know that you deserve love. Everyone deserves love, and it is out there, right? Just sometimes we have these blocks up that are not allowing those people to come into our life, right? And to really filter into our reality. So what I started doing is I really focused in on the internal work and healing that feeler of rejection, becoming more emotionally available, right? Reading up on the dating psychology of human nature to begin with, which is really, really interesting. How to create connections quicker, how to identify those red flags so that if someone I do go on a date with, right, has a red flag or has a couple, I can recognize that quicker and not waste my time on it, right? Also recognizing green flags, like emotional availability, right? To be able to focus on those relationships a little bit more. So I became obsessed with this and I really got into, right, what can I do? What are the ideal circumstances and ideal mindset I can create to filter that person into my life? And one of those exercises that we'll do together as we work together, but one thing that I did internally for myself was I wrote down literally every single thing I wanted in a partner, in a boyfriend. And I wrote down every single thing. I'm looking at my notebook now. It's about 3 pages long, as you can see. Every single thing. And this was just 3.5 months before I met my boyfriend now, who's amazing, exactly what I wanted. I was going through the list recently and literally checks off every single thing, which is wild because I think sometimes when we're in this pattern of going on dates that are lackluster or subpar, right? You just feel like you gotta settle or you feel like you're not gonna get the person that you want, right? But that person is out there. They're circling. They're in your vicinity. I guarantee it. I've seen this work time and time again. When you get really clear, really focused, you heal the things that have blocked you before and you allow them to come into your life, right? Now, this is Easier said than done solo, doing this by yourself, right? This took me a while to do solo. But what I've done is created really a framework and a guide, like I mentioned before, your relationship game plan that we'll create after your intake session to get you to this point more efficiently, saving you time, saving you energy, right? Saving you money probably on these dates. And also just really creating more internal confidence, more self-worth, more joy and excitement along the way to finding your person. All right? So if this is interesting to you, please schedule a call. Let's get on, let's chat a little bit more and see what we can do together.